मैं आपका होस्ट जलाल। आज आप सब सुन रहे हैं एंड देख रहे हैं सलाम नमस्ते कैलगरी ऑन रेडियो सुरसंगम 94.7 FM। 5:09 हुए। इंशाल्लाह हमारे साथ रहेगा 6 बजे तक का। और नॉर्मली जो है ट्यूसडे को हमारा जो सलाम नमस्ते कैलगरी का जो सेगमेंट होता है विद मी एंड सलमा जी, यहाँ पर आज बहुत ही स्पेशल शो होने वाला है। पिछले 2 दिन से अपना जो सोशल मीडिया पर भी पोस्ट करे जा रहे हैं और कल रेडियो में भी आपको बताया था। सो विल स्टार्ट इन कपल ऑफ मिनट्स। लेकिन सबसे पहले माय को होस्ट सलमा जी यहाँ पर मौजूद। हेलो सलमा जी, कैसी हैं आप?
थैंक यू जलाल, मैं बिल्कुल मजे में हूँ। सबसे पहले हमारे सारे सुनने वालों को और देखने वालों को सलाम नमस्ते आदाब सत श्री अकाल याली मदद एंड अ ब्यूटीफुल ब्यूटीफुल इवनिंग। उम्मीद है कि आप लोगों का दिन आज बहुत अच्छा गुजर रहा होगा। हमारा दिन भी बहुत अच्छा गुजर रहा है, लेकिन राइट नाउ हमारे पास जो गेस्ट आए हुए हैं उनसे जो हम बातें करेंगे इट इज लिटिल टुवर्ड्स द सैड साइड, लेकिन दिस इज लाइफ, अप्स एंड डाउन्स इन योर लाइफ। बट आप जैसे कि देख रहे हैं जो हमारा फेसबुक पे हमारे पास काफ़ी सारे गेस्ट यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं, उनके बारे में हम मालूम करेंगे कि वो किस सिलसिले में आए हैं और हम उनकी किस तरह से मदद कर सकते हैं। तो हम उनसे अभी बात करेंगे तो आप लोगों को उनका सब कुछ अंदाजा होगा।
जी बिल्कुल। तो वी आर लाइव ऑन फेसबुक एज वेल। तो मैं जो हमें सुन सकते हैं, आई विल एनकरेज देम। प्लीज गो ऑन जो मेरा फेसबुक है जलाल आर्य के नाम से, वहाँ पर फेसबुक है, यू कैन गो। और आज का जो है अपना अगर आप देख भी सकें, आई थिंक इट विल बी वेरी वेरी हेल्प। और जो मैं देख रहे हैं राइट नाउ ऑन फेसबुक, प्लीज शेयर ऑन योर फेसबुक, शेयर ऑन योर व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, आपके जितने ग्रुप से। और मैं अपना काम कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पर। रिज यादव जी, ही इज वर्किंग एज वेल लाइक इन टोरंटो, अपना वो भी अपना शेयर कर रहे हैं इनटू हिज ग्रुप। तो अगर आप भी शेयर कर दें तो इट विल बी रियली रियली हेल्पफुल एंड वी आर रियली अप्रिशिएट फॉर दिस। तो आज का जो शो है हमारे पास बहुत ही अपना प्यारी सी बच्ची है, लड़की है, ब्राइट स्टूडेंट, वे बहुत ही ज़हीन। इनका नाम है सना। तो सना को जो है अपना अनफॉर्चुनेटली एक बहुत अपना बीमारी है और उसको डिजीज है। उसकी जो है किडनी में इनको जो है एक डोनर चाहिए, किडनी का डोनर चाहिए, जिनका ब्लड ग्रुप जो है अपना जो है पैरा बॉम्बे के नाम से है। तो वो क्या है, किस तरह है, आपको जो है विल गिव लॉट्स ऑफ डिटेल्स। लेकिन सबसे पहले ऑफ कोर्स आई विल ब्रिंग इनकी फैमिली पर मौजूद है। सना है, इनकी मदर है, इनके डैड भी आने वाले, प्लस जो हमारे गुड फ्रेंड अलकरीम वालजी एंड रोजीना वालजी दे आर हियर एज वेल। उनका क्या पार्ट है ये इनके साथ वो भी हमको बताएंगे। लेकिन ये बहुत जरूरी है कि आप आज का शो पूरा सुनिएगा, बिकॉज वी नीड योर हेल्प। सो दिस इज द बॉटम लाइन। तो क्या होगा, किस तरह का, लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर सुपर डुपर शो।
So, being a medical person and having a medical background, मैं आप लोगों को थोड़ा इस डिजीज के बारे में बताती चलूं तो आपको अंदाजा होगा कि ये डिजीज ऐसी है जिसके लिए किडनी डोनर की बहुत 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 ज्यादा जरूरत है। तो ये ऑटोसोमल रेसेसिव कहलाती है। इसका मतलब ये होता है कि जो दोनों पेरेंट्स होते हैं दे कैरी दैट जीन इन देम। उनको सिम्टम्स नहीं होते, उनके कोई साइंस नहीं होते, लेकिन जो उनके बच्चे होते हैं तो बिकॉज इट इज कॉल्ड रेसेसिव तो उनके बच्चों में ये डिजीज होती है। और ये डिजीज का प्रॉब्लम ये होता है कि अप टू सर्टेन एज तक तो डायलिसिस, मेडिसिन, मैनेजमेंट करके वो लड़की या लड़का 3rd जनरेशन तक, उनकी 3rd उस तक आ सकता है, लेकिन उसके बाद उनकी किडनी फेल होना शुरू हो जाती है। तो इस वजह से ये जो डिजीज है ये बहुत रेयर है। और जो ब्लड ग्रुप है अनफॉर्चुनेटली इज वेरी रेयर। जलाल ने जिक्र किया पैरा बॉम्बे। सो इनकी जो नॉर्मल इस कहलाती है, इसका जो मेडिकल टर्म है वो बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल है। इट्स कॉल्ड नेफ्रोनोफाइथिसिस, बट जो इसका इजी नेम है वो मेडुलरी सिस्टिक डिजीज, किडनी डिजीज है जो ये कहलाती है। और ये इसके लिए इनको बहुत सख्त किडनी डोनर की जरूरत है, क्योंकि इनका सर्वाइवल रेट जो होता है जब वो यूथ के बाद थोड़ा सा कम होना शुरू हो जाता है। तो हम ये मैसेज आप सब लोगों को पहुंचा रहे हैं। इनसे भी बात करेंगे, इनसे भी पूछेंगे, इनकी अम्मी से भी पूछेंगे कि हाउ डिड शी डिस्कवर कि उनको ये किडनी डिजीज थी। और आप लोग भी अलर्ट रहें, तो क्योंकि इट्स 1 in 50,000 ये डिजीज रहती है, आज होती है किसी को। तो आप लोग किसी भी जो भी सुन रहा है, देख रहा है हमको, तो दे शुड ऑल्सो गेट अलर्ट अबाउट इट।
थैंक यू सो मच जी। तो let's जो हमें Facebook पे देखा है, so please do share with your जो है अपना with your Facebook and with जो है with your friends and families. Okay, let's talk to Sana. Sana, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Speak up a little bit. You don't have to worry about anyone. You can yell, scream, and you can scream if you like. Everything good?
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you here. Thank you so much for coming in. And of course, we have her mom as well, Shaima. Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
You know what? Yeah, if you can just carry the full,
Yeah,
like,
just take it out.
yeah.
It'll be easier
There,
for you to
it's
talk.
easier.
When whoever is talking can take the mic in their hand. Okay? You are talking now, you can have the mic in your hand.
Go ahead. Yes, how are you? So,
I'm good. How are you?
good, good. Thank you so much for coming in.
hosting us here.
Oh, no. I think this is our duty as a media person. Like we're just doing our job. Even though it's a voluntary, but it's all we do with our passion. So no, thank you so much for coming in. उनके dad यहाँ पर मौजूद है, Abdul Hussain, am I right?
That's right, yeah.
Yalun, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Shukar, yeah. And of course, we have 𝙋𝙖𝙧𝙖, the person who's behind this connection, we can say.
Yeah.
He's there as well. Kamara sir, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, Mother,
The most
thank you for having us here. I think so. Social media is very powerful, and with Jalal and Salma Bai's effort and energy, I think so. We've got a wonderful platform to carry this message forward. Thank you for having us.
Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much. Thank you
And
so
of course, my sister Rosina Walji is here as well. कैसी हैं आप, ठीक है? Good to see you after a while. No,
That's so
thank you
nice.
so much
So
for
the
coming.
whole team, the whole support system is over here.
Yeah.
So nice to know that. So first question I'm going to ask the parents, because the other people should come to know. So when when Sana was born, when were the first signs and symptoms you noticed, and what were the signs and symptoms, and how did you find it out?
Okay, so she was going through a lot of constipation
Yeah.
and anemic.
So she was anemic.
Yeah, she was very anemic.
Yeah.
So we were wondering how it's happening
What's
all the
happening,
time,
yeah.
and then I took her to her family physician to do a yearly checkup,
Yeah.
and then she referred to a pediatrician.
Okay.
The pediatrician put her on laxative for so long, and were doing all his best to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
And then he did a complete blood work,
Mhm.
which was creatinine involved in the
Mhm.
blood work.
Mhm.
And then he found out that the creatinine level is not the
Right.
same.
Yeah.
So then he reached out, and we found out that her kidney is failing.
His kidneys are killing.
Yeah.
Okay, so how old was she that time?
She was, it was about 2 years ago. So
2 years ago, like
Yeah,
okay, so
17-year-old.
recently.
Yeah.
Wow.
So till 17 years old, you were, Sana, completely feeling normal and everything. So you did not feel anything.
She was feeling very thirsty all the time,
Uh-huh.
and anemic, which would make her very weak.
Yeah.
On top of that, constipated, so I was working on her diet a lot.
Right.
Other than that, no symptoms that we would know that it's from kidney.
Kidney.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So as a dad, like Abdul, like of course when you found out what's going on, what was your first step? What did you do? Because this is new for us too.
Absolutely. Well, when I dropping her in the school all the time,
Mm-hmm.
I told her to eat. If you're not eating, something is gonna fail.
Right.
But at high school, she was not eating much.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking maybe she was not getting enough food and stuff.
Right. Right.
So that's what had happened.
Okay. And then of course then you went to doctor and then you
Doctor.
have it checked and everything. So like Sana, like of course people want to talk to you, people want to see you. So like who is Sana? Like what are your hobbies? What do you do? Just on a light mode. Yeah.
I don't know. I like traveling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I like learning about other cultures. I draw occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a large family, so I really like spending time with my family
Nice.
and my cousins.
You have other siblings?
Yeah, I have one older brother.
Yeah, older brother. And he's okay?
Yeah.
Everything is okay with him? Yeah, great to know that. So, like, you are now which grade?
I'm in university.
Oh, you're in university. Mashallah, mashallah. That's so nice. So what are you planning to do?
I'm planning to become a nurse.
Oh, nurse. Wow. That's such a good profession. Yeah. Without nurses, doctors can't do anything. Usually they have to know that, right? Yeah. That's good to know. Now, inshallah, this is a very good platform to talk about it, to come to know more about it, and so many people will be listening and so watching. So what would you like to say, and when you were feeling that, and when you discovered that, what was your first thought?
My first thought was I wanted to learn more about what was going on.
Yeah.
Because this disease is very rare. It's not studied a lot.
Yeah.
But after learning about it, I felt more secure that
Good.
everything is going to go good.
Good. That's a good attitude. That is the half the battle. If anybody has any kind of disease, but with your attitude, because your brain, your body, this is the brain thing, which there's a connection, and when you have a good attitude about everything, half the disease goes away like that.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy to know that you learned about it. There's so many discoveries are happening all the time, so many medicines and everything. Good for you.
So you don't want to be radio host? So I feel safe now. So when to your mom, when you found out, okay, so this is the disease she has. So I believe you've been to India as well. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, what happened there? Why did you go India?
So since we found out that it's very rare blood group, and we studied about it, we researched on it. So we found out that in a million, 4 people carries in North America, and then in India and over third world countries, some of the third world countries, there is 14% of.
So the 4% in North America and the 14% in South Asia.
So we thought maybe there's opportunity to go there and find a live donor there. We went there. We were kind of disappointed because the system of the kidney donors changed now. So we were asked to be, first of all, citizen in India, and then wait there for cadaver, for dead donor, which was a little bit disappointing for us. So then we came back, and then we are still waiting for a kidney donor in Canada.
In Canada. So of course, I think it's been you've been to hospital, everything here, so they know you're looking for it. Right?
Her name is not yet in the list because it has to go down to 25%.
Okay.
Or 20%.
Okay.
But we were told from the kidney transplant clinic that you can do your media posting and look for the donor yourself.
Okay.
If it comes from the family, which is great, but then we tested everyone from my side and no luck so far.
Okay. So of course, so we are trying. Yeah, of course.
So how much are the chances that this para Bombay, is available here, like this blood group?
No one knows yet.
No one knows.
No one knows.
No. So I'm gonna come back to Mr. Al-Karim. Karim bhai, okay, when did you found out? Well, what was your?
So let me just give you a little bit of a background.
Yeah.
When we were fortunate enough, somebody introduced Shaima and Abdul-Hussein and Sana to us, and they approached us, and they mentioned that we had done a stem cell drive for my wife, Rosina, and apparently, it was very successful. She is with me here. The person who was the most driving force behind the social media was my daughter, Nabila Walji.
Yeah.
And many of you know she passed away all of a sudden 17 months ago. So, when they approached us, we said, is something happening? Somebody is sending somebody to us. So we decided certainly we will get involved and do the research and follow with that. We reached out to hospitals in Boston, the Massachusetts General Hospital, where Bombay is known in that particular part of the world. We reached out to the top kidney specialist and the doctors. And the result, we were told, or the outcome would be, we would need to find a donor of ourselves. There's nothing in the World Data Bank on this part of the world here, in North America. So the way this works is very unique. And when they approached us, both Rosina and I, and my daughter Nosheen, and my son-in-law Zakir, we've been spinning our wheels, making sure we reach out to every possible avenue. Because we feel strongly, love and prayers is going to take us there.
Yes.
But we also have the social media. If we can use it the right way,
Right.
Yeah.
I think so. We're going to find something for Sana,
Yeah.
and we're praying that we will get there. It is a very unique blood group, para Bombay. It is very prevalent in southern India and certain parts of the Asian countries, but very, very low percentage. The biggest percentage would be southern part of India, and there's a little sector in India, and I'm reaching out to everybody out there. Your families, connections back in India, whether it's northern India, southern India, whatever you have, reach out to family, friends. If there is a potential donor or somebody who has a para Bombay blood, you reach out to us. We will work with the qualified donor to try and make sure that we're able to support Sana in whatever way we can, right? So this call out is for everybody around the world, not just Canada, not just USA, but everywhere around the world. And what I will share with you as we get to the end of this program what I'm thinking loud, but this is what we need to do. She's a beautiful gal, wonderful life ahead of her. She has got a lot to contribute to this world, and all we need to do is start having conversation. If conversations are happening around the world at the dinner table, coffee table, I think so it will take us somewhere. And that's what happened with my wife, that conversations were happening, and I think so that is very, very powerful. So this is what it is. I'll come back to you. I'll pass it back to Jalal. Jalal, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for all the
Okay, so there are so many people are watching us on Facebook, so thank you so much everyone for joining. And, but please, if you can share with your like on your timeline, that would be great. People are watching Azmina Danani, Farisa Karami, and of course Shiza Tobani, Guroz Haji in Edmonton, and Riz Yadavji in Toronto, and of course Sangeeta Ramani, our good friend Karim Kaba as well. There are others watching as well, but I don't have their name unless they write something. So we'll take a very small commercial break. You are listening to Salaam Namaste Calgary on Radio Sursangam 94.7 FM. Me and Salma ji, और यहाँ पर हमारे पास बहुत ही जो हमारे गेस्ट है सना, उनकी मॉम जो है शायमा, उनके डैड अब्दुल हुसैन, ऑफ कोर्स अल करीम एंड रोजीना वाल जी. और आप जो फेसबुक देख रहे हैं, ये मेरे हाथ में नहीं है, इट्स माय डॉटर इज डूइंग इट. आयरा इज हियर टू हेल्पिंग अस एज वेल, सो थैंक यू सो मच आयरा. But she says she'll charge me a few bucks, so let's see what happens. Where do we go from here? So we'll take a very small break and we'll be right back.
Good, great, and you did very well.
Thank you so much.
Very well.
Yeah.
It has to come out from there and that you did that, and that's very nice. Very good. No, and I think so. I will.
You talked the whole thing. You told the world the whole thing.
Yeah.
We're panicking right now.
Yeah, don't panic.
No, yeah.
Don't panic at all.
Don't panic.
It'll happen.
You never forget that. Hope is the best thing for you. It will happen. That is.
Yeah.
So, Ghana sir, so far so good?
So far so
Yeah?
good. Yes, certainly.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. At the end, there's something that
Yeah.
something has come to my mind.
Okay.
And it's Nabila who's thrown this to me.
Okay.
I haven't even told her yet.
Okay.
But I'll say it when the time
Sure,
comes.
sure.
Because just to get some traction.
Yes.
To get some traction from different parts, because we're looking especially in southern part of India.
Okay.
And it's because there are a lot of people from India within Canada and the US. If they can connect back, there will be some traction, and we can create that traction by suggesting certain things.
Awesome.
That's right.
So you guys are okay?
Yeah.
You're comfortable? Yeah?
You okay?
Good. Okay, that's good.
I will ask you one question. Okay, that comes.
Stick around after the final whistle for your chance at Game 1 with the jerseys off our backs and the opportunity to join the players on the field.
Keep 30 seconds.
Yeah, we'll talk now. So, Jalal, Farsi, and
They can talk
Urdu.
Yeah.
We can talk a little bit in Farsi also about this.
Okay, speaking Farsi, you or Kamsa? Okay, Kamsa will speak a little bit in Farsi.
Urdu कर सकते हैं बात?
Urdu, yeah, Urdu. Kamema can do Urdu.
That's okay. Yeah, you can mix and match. You can mix and match. It's a big deal.
It will be good so the people who don't understand could do in English, and if you speak in Farsi, the message will go to them also.
I already, it's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
Whatever comes out of this.
जी वेलकम बैक टू सलाम नमस्ते कैलगरी ऑन रेडियो सुरसंगम 94.7 FM। जी हमारे पास जिस सना है जिससे हम बात करते आ रहे हैं कि इनको जो है डोनर की ज़रूरत है ऐसी किडनी की जिसका जो ब्लड ग्रुप हो वो अपना होना चाहिए पैरा बॉम्बे। तो अगर आप किसी को जानते हो, इंडिया में हो, पाकिस्तान में हो, बांग्लादेश में हो, यूएस में हो, कनाडा में हो, if they are willing to donate key to this beautiful very young bright student Sana, तो आई थिंक इट विल बी रियली हेल्पफुल। आप ये कमेंट सेक्शन में कोई भी कमेंट कर सकते हैं, या तो यू कैन सेंड अस अ मैसेज, जो मैसेज आई शेयर विद जो आई शेयर माय फोन नंबर 5878994786, मैसेज मी, टेक्स्ट मी और व्हाट्सएप मी एनीथिंग एंड सो वी कैन जो है रिले योर मैसेज। सना है, इनकी मदर है शाइमा, उनके डैड है अब्दुल हुसैन, फिर जो मिस्टर अलकरीम वाल जी, और फिर उनकी जो वाइफ है रोजीना वाल जी, जो कि अपना पहला जो कांटेक्ट थे उनके, फिर दोनों ने जो हमें कांटेक्ट किया। And here we are in the studio trying to, अब अपना वो जो कहते हैं ना कि आप भले कुछ दे न दे, लेकिन अवेयरनेस अगर आप कर दे हमारे लिए, हमारी थोड़ी हेल्प कर दे अवेयरनेस, आई थिंक इट विल बी वेरी वेरी हेल्पफुल। यहाँ पर हमें जो है बहुत से कमेंट आए सना एंड फॉर यू एज वेल। Rahila Khwaja लिखती है stay strong Sana, lots of prayers for you. Kuruz Haji, okay, my prayers are with you Sana, okay, trust Allah inshallah everything will be fine. Karim Punja is watching from the northeast Ghana, I know everyone knows him. Zul Shivji, such a family face Sana has, Maulapa bless you Sana, and of course Shazat Thobani Yali Mother, our prayers with you Sana and the family. Zul Shivji, our prayers जो है for with the Sana as well. और अभी एक आया है घावस, believe Yali Mother, I hope that Sana will be fine. So see, a lot of prayers are with you. You know, जब भी हमने कल पोस्ट किया था day before yesterday.
Yeah.
So मुझे like I said, this is our first time to do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
हमें पता नहीं था कि अपना reaction कैसा आएगा public का. But the way the reaction came, over 200 people shared it in different groups around the world.
Yeah.
पाकिस्तान में, इंडिया में, यूएस में, कनाडा में, people share around the world. Hopefully. Keep your finger crossed. Inshallah, something will good come out of it. लेकिन सना इसके लिए बहुत जरूरी है, the way you're smiling, keep smiling. That's what you want. And inshallah, you go a long way. You're gonna live long life. So you know, so when you go to school now, when you go like mission class or like so what about your friends, family? How they're giving? What are they saying to you now these days?
Well, I haven't really told much of my friends.
Okay. Okay. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But I think if I would, they'd be supportive.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But for last 2 days, because I got a few messages where Kamra said people are asking your number. I said no, I cannot give out the number, but you can send us a message. We can relay the message. So you might see something coming up from. So it's like don't be surprised. I think people wants to help you. I think it's a good thing. That's what you want. You want awareness, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think we should ask Kamra Sahib Abdul Hussain to give some background about this disease in his language.
Yeah, for sure.
That will be really nice, yeah. So please tell us in your language about her disease, how did you discover, what happened, a little bit in your language, so the other people who don't understand will get your message also.
سلام و احترامات قلبی خود را به تمام شنوندگان رادیو و توسط فیسبوک میبینن. سلام از طرف ما و از طرف فامیل ما برای شما تقدیم میکنم. بسیار
Okay, why don't you continue, Ramana?
طوری که شوهرم برای همگی میگفت ما کمک همه شما را ضرورت داریم.
So this is very understandable. I'm sure कि being a parent समझ आप भी समझते being a parent how hard it is. लेकिन इनका ये देखे दिल इतना मजबूत है कि they are here to face you guys and face us as well. So it tells you कि अपना जो है parents, I think this is the जितनी वो अपना sacrifice देते हैं, I think this is the pure example here. And of course हम जो try कर रहे हैं कि खाली awareness करने की, ताकि आप किसी को जानते हो कि जिनका ब्लड ग्रुप जो है पैरा बॉम्बे हो और जो अपना विलिंग टू डोनेट किडनी टू दिस ब्यूटीफुल गर्ल सना. दैट्स ऑल वी आर ट्राइंग हियर. ऑफ कोर्स ये अपनी मर्जी से आए हैं और वी आर शेयरिंग डिटेल्स ताकि जो है मेडिकली अगर ये पॉसिबल हो कि वी कैन डोनेट और लाइक समवन कैन डोनेट जो है किडनी टू हर.
If you're okay to talk about it, please go ahead. Otherwise, we can ask more questions.
Yeah, I think we should continue.
You should continue. Okay, that's okay with us. And lots of people
Just one second.
Yeah.
Okay, हमें जो है आसिफ जेरिया देखे from India से.
Yeah.
He is an amazing singer in
Yeah.
India. Asif bhai, if you can share on your timeline, that will be really helpful because we heard that there are more chances, like there is a more percentage of जो है in India. People can, so might have a blood group जो है पैरा बॉम्बे.
Yes, definitely. So Sana, day to day, how you feel, how you carry on with your studies. Anytime you feel down, you feel not feeling too good, how does your day go on continuous basis?
I think one thing that's good about this disease is that I don't feel pain with it.
Oh, good.
It's painless, so most of my days I don't really think about it.
Good.
But the times that I do, I think I don't really dwell too much on like the negatives of it.
Good for you.
Because I don't think that's worth it.
No, it's not worth at all. Yeah.
But so I don't really like to look at the negatives of this disease.
Yes.
Good for you. No, it's very normal, very normal to have bad days and good days, and that is okay. But if you're having more good days than bad days, that is the most important thing, and that is a very good, your attitude is telling that you are fighting it, and that is the way we have to go with any disease. And thank God the way you are saying that it's painless, that is the most important. Then you can carry on with your day-to-day, your life and continue with it. Good for you, yeah. And Taima, anything you feel that some days are not good, or have you noticed anything?
She's very strong.
Yeah, good.
Very lovely child.
Yeah, she is. You can see that.
Yeah, I don't see that she's going to give up or
No.
something like that.
No.
We are supporting
Yeah.
me and my family and his family. We are all supporting her.
Good for you.
So she has all the support for other than the kidney that we cannot share with her because our blood group is different from her.
Okay.
Otherwise, we support her. I would like to, when she's healthy, back to normal, I would like to show her the world because that's her dream.
Good.
She is holding a lot of dreams right now.
Yeah.
Becoming a nurse, serving society. Once the kidney is properly functioning back to normal, then I would like to support her to fulfill those dreams.
That's so commendable, so commendable. That's very, very good for you. And that's what she needs right now. All the support. you can give her as much as possible, and that will, like inshallah soon. So how much percentage of your kidney is at this moment working?
30%.
30%, yeah. Inshallah, hope it doesn't go down than that. We hope that you keep stable, but till we find a kidney for you. And if it keeps stable at that percentage, then you don't need to be going to the hospital or anything. So that is the most important thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
हमें जो हस्बैंड दनानी का भी मैसेज आया है इस for you, जो है best wishes for you, like जो है सना Arif Ahmad as well. Alkaniba, there is a question here. How can someone, like let's say if someone says they wants to donate, so what's the procedure? Like they have to go for tests or anything?
Sure. So basically, depending on where the donor is coming from, there's two ways to look at it. If it's the first part is the blood group, right? Not anybody can donate, because typically when there's a need for a kidney, anybody with an OA positive can right away donate. In this Sana's case, it's a very unique. The donor has to be a para Bombay blood group.
Okay.
There's a Bombay blood group and there's a para. Para is much more rarest blood type. A lot of physicians, doctors out there, they are not even aware of that. So para Bombay is very unique. The best process is if you do have para Bombay, then certainly, and just like right now briefly, Sana's dad mentioned to me, and which I was going to bring that up, and we will share that with you. If there's a donor coming from overseas, we have systems in place to support that donor. If that donor happens to be a qualified donor with the para Bombay, we are looking at supporting to get them here in order to make sure this is workable. And I'll share more with you as we come to the end. And I think so that is the best process. Every country or every city that you may be residing on has a kidney donor program. Right. Just reach out to them. They will guide you and they will direct you which way to go through. I'm going to pass it to Rosina, my wife. She has made some notes and she wanted to share on this.
Please.
So let me just pass it to her, what she has.
Well, thank you for having us. I just want to emphasize going through something similar, but not as difficult as what you're going through, Sana. How it was for me, and I can relate to what you're going through. That I just want you to remember that hope is very important, and without prayers and hope, this journey it's going to be difficult. So remember always to keep hoping for the best, and the entire world is supporting you. This awareness is going to help many people, not just you, because if this awareness comes around, there'll be many people who are going through the same disease or same kind of whether it be the same blood group or another. Never give up hope, and that's my message to you with all my heart.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Anything that comes in your mind, something.
بازم از شما وطندارای عزیز که فارسی صحبت میکنن، چی از تاجیکستان باشه، از ایران، از افغانستان، اگر که میخواستیم که ما را کمک کنید، لطفاً در مملکت هایی که هستین، در شفاخانه هایی که دونیت میکنه کدنی را، به خاطر که سنا جان بلتش بسیار کم چیسته، میخواستیم که از شما خواهش میکنیم که کمک کنید. تشکر.
Thank you so much. I hope the message goes out. So, none of your family members, how many family you have here, Shana?
I have all my sisters and my brothers and their children. We have tested so far everyone except for 2 of members of my family left. They have not been matched so far.
Okay, so none of your family members
None of my family.
or your friends, like Where do you come from?
We are from Kabul, Afghanistan.
You're Kabul, Afghanistan. So there are so many Central Asians here now.
Right.
So anybody you know, in so many people are here, anybody has mentioned anything about this
So
blood
this
group?
is the first time we are going on media
Yeah.
and announcing it.
Yeah.
Before we did not reach out to anybody.
Oh, you
So
did
now
not.
this is the hope where people can,
Yeah.
send messages, awareness.
Yeah.
And
Right.
thanks to 𝙋𝙖𝙧𝙖
Yes.
arranging this.
Yeah.
Without his help, we would not be able to do this. I really thank you, and I really appreciate your help.
Thank you. You
so-
don't have to thank.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all are here for you
Yes.
people. Yeah.
So one more question, Kamran Sahib, on this para Bombay. So how do we find out if someone has a para Bombay blood group? Do they just go for test?
For blood
Yeah,
work.
blood
Yeah,
work.
you just go
Just
straight
a blood
for
work,
blood
okay?
work.
Yeah.
And just to give you a heads up, many of the labs kind of confuse Parabombe blood with the O positive. The
Okay.
similarities are very there, and the only time it will be identified when somebody has a challenge. In the case of Sana, when she had medical condition,
Yeah.
that's when they went further to find
Further
out what
to
is
find out.
triggering. So
Right.
for the average person, he may just go donate, and depending on the lab technician, he or she may not be able to identify this is a Parabombe blood group.
Yeah.
So it has to be very unique. It takes a very unique, process that they have, and hopefully that we could come across. So there's not a simple answer.
Right. Yeah.
And if you feel you're from that part of the world, from southern India, it has moved to certain parts of the Middle East and whatnot, some Asian countries, and ask your doctor, can you confirm, am I anything closer to Parabombe or just Bombay blood group, right? Because there's just a little small differences between the two, the Bombay and the Parabombe.
Bombay, Parabombe.
So what I wanted to come back on,
Yes.
do we have some time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, of course.
15 minutes.
Councillor, do you want to say something right now? Okay. So I think so Councillor just kind of alluded to me, and something just came to me.
Yes.
And I haven't spoken to my wife or my daughter or my son-in-law. We realize the donor may come from any part of the world.
Yeah.
Okay? And we're hoping and praying.
Yeah.
But if the donor happens to be coming from India, we're willing to take care of the financial responsibility that they have.
Ji.
So the idea is to convey the message. Once the qualified donor is here, as you all know that we lost our daughter Nabila Walji, we created a foundation in her name.
Mm-hmm.
The Nabila Walji Foundation, and with the family, we will sponsor a child. For example, if the donor happens to be a child, no matter what part of the world is he coming from, especially from India and that part of the Asian countries, not from North America, the Asian countries. And if the donor happens to be that, once the transplant is done, we will pay the children's education, that child's education for 4 years in studying in that part of the world. So this is something because we know that it's going to come from a part of the world where there's a lot of challenges.
Yes.
There may be a child, there may be a donor, could be an adult. And if the adult family does not have a children, and if they have somebody in their family who needs to be sent to school, because Nabila's, the paramount objective of her foundation was education. So I think so this would be befitting very well that whoever the qualified donor is, upon the transplant is completed, we would support their education for 4 years, depending on the part of the Asian countries that there is in India. So just to know that we want to make sure that there are families out there who are willing to give and support. We want to make sure that if there is a potential donor, all the work is done in that end, then certainly to bring them here, both the Ashoori family and Nabila's foundation will pitch in and work together to make sure that we're able to bring the qualified donor to this part of the world. Anybody coming from North America, the process is very simple because they work within there. It is just the countries from outside North America where it gets a little challenging.
So, Kamsa, when you say qualified, if you can clear that, what does mean qualified?
So qualified has to be somebody has this para Bombay blood group first, and he's healthy enough to donate a kidney.
Medically fit.
Medically fit. So again, it will happen in their own perspective in their local regions, depending. And India does have a brilliant medical support system that would come through there.
It has to be.
It has to match with Sanas. So the key thing is the para Bombay blood. That is the main thing, and then the blood group that she has, which basically is para Bombay. And then the organ has to basically, whatever the markers are, from what I understand, there are markers in those areas too. I think so Shaima had something to say. Go ahead.
I would just like you to reiterate what Kamya Saib just said in Urdu, so lots of products.
Please, please go ahead.
Please, you can.
I can? Okay.
It's not that good.
Okay, sure. Oh, yes, So, just now, Kamya Saib Karimwal ji talked about कि जो आपको अगर लगे कि आपका जो ब्लड ग्रुप है वो पैरा बॉम्बे है और आप जाके टेस्ट करवाते हैं तो आप एक तरीके से डोनर हो जाते हैं। और आपको इसके लिए हेल्दी होना बहुत ज़रूरी है क्योंकि हेल्थ इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग। आपका ब्लड मैच होना चाहिए, आप हेल्दी होने चाहिए, आपकी किडनी मैच होनी चाहिए। ये सारी चीज़ें अगर आप इसको बोलते हैं कि यू विल बी क्वालिफाइड। And also, I just wanted to let you know that everybody knows we have 2 kidneys in our body, and you can survive with 1 kidney. And it is not that you are scared that कि मैं अपनी एक किडनी दे दूंगा तो मैं एक किडनी से survive कर सकता हूँ कि नहीं। आप बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं, आप healthy हैं तो ज़रूर कर सकते हैं। और दूसरी बात जो उन्होंने बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट बात बताई कि जो भी वहाँ से एशिया से कोई भी डोनर क्वालिफाई होता है तो इनकी जो बेटी जिनका इंतकाल कुछ अरसे पहले हुआ था उनके नाम पे इन्होंने एक फाउंडेशन बनाई है। तो वो ये कहना चाह रहे थे कि अगर कोई भी वहाँ से क्वालिफाई होता है तो ये उनको स्पॉन्सर करेंगे, उस बच्चे को जिसकी किडनी मिलेगी या कोई एडल्ट तो उनको वो स्पॉन्सर करेंगे और 4 साल की जो एजुकेशन होगी वो टेक केयर करेगी नबीला का जो इनकी बेटी के नाम पर जो फाउंडेशन है। तो और अगर कोई भी तरह की हेल्प आप लोगों को चाहिए फाइनेंशियली, जो आप लोग यहाँ सोचेंगे कि मैं कैसे जा सकता हूँ कनाडा और मैं किडनी कैसे, तो बहुत सारे यहाँ पर लोग हैं जो आपकी हेल्प कर सकते हैं। तो अगर आप, क्योंकि ये इतना रेयर है ब्लड ग्रुप है जैसे पैरा बॉम्बे कि अगर किसी को भी पता चलता है और आप किसी भी रिमोट जगह पे रहते हैं आप प्लीज अप्रोच करें अपने मेडिकल सिस्टम को, फिर वहां से आगे हम लोग बढ़ेंगे। और अगर आप यहाँ आपका जो सारा खर्चा होगा वी ऑल विल ट्राई टू टेक केयर ऑफ इट बिकॉज to get you here and get your kidney is the most important thing right now. So we will take care of everything and this is जो हम आपको ये बताना चाह रहे थे तो वो बता रहे थे तो मैंने अपनी कोशिश करके आपको उर्दू में बताया है। तो आप प्लीज अप्रोच करें जिससे भी आप पहुंच सकते हैं, जहां तक आपकी पहुंच हो सकती है प्लीज आप वहां तक पहुंचे ताकि हम जितनी जल्दी हो सके इनकी किडनी के लिए हम यहाँ पर इनको ट्रांसप्लांट कर सकें।
Very well, sir. Very well, sir. Thank you so much. So people are voting, including जो सादिक करमाली, करीमाता हेर, सहर फैज, सुलेमान पटावनी, आरिफ रजानी, नाहिद चरानी, संगीता नजीर, जो संगीता वर्मानी, नजीर वली, गुरुज हाजी, शेजुराजन, Fareen Punjani, and of course there is Naj Razai, I believe. Piranashi Jadavji from Toronto as well. Thank you so much, Jamukhi sir, for watching. तो यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन करीम भाई फिर से does like जो है O negative will work? Might not.
No, O negative will not work. Okay. Will not. It has, as I say, if you have an O negative, just ask the doctor to find out
further into it. Okay.
If you're from South India. Then the chances are you may be carrying the para.
Because it is such a rare.
Yeah, it's such a rare group. So 2 things to remember: if you're from that part of the world, South India, and you happen to be O positive, take the extra effort to ask the doctor and the lab technician, can you confirm?
Yes.
There is some little difference between the O positive and the para-Bombay, and it's a very minute difference, and that minute difference carries a lot in Sana's case.
That's right.
So, you know, I just got a text saying, how can we help? And this is, I'm coming back to everybody. Not everybody will be able to give a kidney, or not everybody will qualify. Keep in mind, we have created Nabila's foundation. It is called Nabila Walji Foundation. It is a registered foundation in Canada. Every dollar you're putting into the foundation is going for good causes. And one of the causes in our foundation is education. Nabila was 28 years old when she passed away. To her, she always made sure the newly arrived immigrants coming from different parts of the world, especially where she grew up in Edmonton, she used to sit down with a lot of Jamaat from that part of the world, or the people from that part of the world. And for her, education was the most important thing. So in what you can help is go support the foundation. It is a win-win situation. You'll get a tax receipt. Every dollar will go for good causes, what Nabila believed in that. And in this case, we've got Sana, and we have committed that this is what we're going to do for the family or the child, depending on where he or she is coming from. So we're hoping with the support. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So यहाँ पे जो है comment आया कि yeah, so they will check with the doctor. So yeah,
Yeah.
so यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग देख रहे हैं, once you check with the doctor if possible, so you can leave a message, जो है comment on this feed. So अपना will be जो है monitoring this feed for the next few weeks. यहाँ पे कोई मैसेज आएगा, then we will pass it on to Jasana or Al-Karim or इनके जो parents as well. और ये ब्लड ग्रुप रेयर है, तो हमारी सना भी बहुत रेयर है. There is only one Sana in the world. कोई भी आएगा हम देख लेंगे. We will take care of it. चकते फटे. So जो है we'll take care of it. And inshallah everything will be fine. Sana.
Yeah, and if anybody finds anything, please text your name, phone number, so that we can reach out to you. If there's anything we can, find.
Foundation's website, can you send it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we will send.
Okay, यहाँ पे there are more prayers for you, son. You know, I hope you go on my Facebook, then you can just check it out. Like, there are so many people are watching you, praying for you. I think this is really nice, including Sonia, just joined from Houston. Farah Jiva Bharmal just joined as well, and there are so many others as well. So thanks so much everyone for your support. तो of course जो है नबीला की वेबसाइट है, please go ahead.
Nabila's website is www.nabila NABILA foundation.com. So it's a registered charity. Everything that you participate, you do get a receipt, a tax receipt, and every dollar, 100% of the money is going to the foundation. We are taking care of the recovery cost. So every dollar goes to the foundation. And we just launched a second phase, which was for her 30th birthday, which was just about September the 14th. And we are very ambitious, and we're very ambitious to support projects like Sana's that comes along, and we want to be part of this to move forward. We're hoping.
So yeah, so the website is www.nabilawalji.com.
Nabila Walji Foundation.
Okay, Nabila Walji Foundation. It's right here.
Yeah.
If you want to check it out. Yeah, right here the website is open. And तो आप like I know there are so many people are उनके relatives अभी इंडिया में हैं. So please अगर आप किसी से बात कर सकें, friend से, family से, if someone is willing to do it, तो इनका जो खर्चा होगा वो अपना foundation उठाएगी सारा. So it's a win-win situation. And we can have our Sana 100% good to go and very healthy as well. और आपको पता है कि जो देने में मजा है वो लेने में नहीं है. तो you can just imagine कि अगर आप ऐसा कोई भी काम करते हैं तो ऊपर वाला आपको छोड़ेगा नहीं. I can bet you that, I can guarantee you this. तो वो आपको नहीं तो आपके बच्चों में उसका फर्क जो है जरूर आएगा, 110% आएगा. तो ये बहुत भलाई का काम है. Hopefully, all of us who are listening and watching, you can do your part. And I think we will be really, really grateful to each one of you. जिन्होंने आज का प्रोग्राम देखा है या तो बाद में देखेंगे या तो अभी सुन रहे हैं. So thank you so much everyone for listening. और thank you Sana for coming in. उनकी mom Shaima, dad Abdul Hussain, and of course the camera sahib Al-Karim Walji and my sister Rosina Walji for coming in as well. So I'll give you last word, camera sahib, then we take the Salman. Yes.
just once again want to thank you to Salmaji as well as you and our lovely daughter here. Thank you for the support. You've always been supportive to us, and thank you to both of you and the family, your families too, for supporting and endeavoring on this cause of having the social media. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And the last word I would say, if your family wants to talk to my husband, you're more than welcome. You can call me, and he'll talk to you if you want to know more about it, anything more. He is into the system, so he would know much more about it. So you're more than welcome anytime. Our support and our help is always there for you. Just pick up the phone and talk to us, please. And जाने का टाइम हो गया, बहुत जल्दी से घंटा गुजर गया. उम्मीद है कि आप लोगों को आज का एपिसोड, it was a little bit on the sad side, but positive side. So we wish you all the best. आप लोग कुछ ना कुछ करके कहीं से भी कुछ पता चले जरूर हमें कनेक्ट करिएगा. और इंशाल्लाह आपसे अगले हफ्ते शायद मेरी मुलाकात नहीं होगी. मैं टोरंटो जा रही हूँ मेरे आर्ट एग्जीबिशन के लिए. उसके बाद मुलाकात होगी. शब्बा खैर. Safe drive safe, and we'll talk to you after 2 weeks.
और आज का सलाम नमस्ते कैलगरी is sponsored by Realtor Asim Naveed in the Kenya. If you're buying or selling, call Realtor Asim Naveed 403-404-2741. और जमशेद और जुनेद जमशेद क्लोथिंग इनका जो नया स्टोर है अपना on 32nd Avenue Northeast. You can visit the website www.junaidjamshed.ca to order any clothing for Diwali or any other festival. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next edition of Rush Hour, Wednesday at 5 p.m. Until then, again, फिर से जो देख रहे हैं, so please share with your friends and family. जिन्होंने सुना है आज का, please share with your family. Any question you can call in our studio 403-902-1323, or you can text me directly 587-899-4786. And thanks again, Sana, Mom, Dad, Al-Karim, and Rosina. In the future, next 2-3 weeks, 2 months, whatever, could changes. So if you want to come, by all means, it's all open for you guys anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
So talk to you tomorrow. Khuda Sasikal Adab and Ya Ali Madad.